Hey there, this is Brian from LeadHounds, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing today to start bringing in more customers to your business. So you might be asking yourselves, why would this guy just show us these 3 things for free? Can't we just go to them ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you totally can do that. But what I've found is that most small businesses don't have the time or the resources to worry about perfecting their website or worrying about where they come up on Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn in this video. But if not, then give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what am I actually talking about here? What's the goal of those strategies? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. Those are words or phrases that people search in Google when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of Rise Power Energy, that might be something like Solar Panels Dallas. I wasn't sure, what areas you guys serve, but I saw you're located in Dallas. You're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we'll go with Dallas for now. But you could do this in any area that you serve. Just switch out the city name. So anyway, we search Solar Panels Dallas, and we can see what comes up. The top here, we have paid ads, right? You pay Google a little bit, and you get to the top, get a certain amount of clicks. You got the map section, and then we have the organic rankings. So these are where most of the website traffic from searches like this are going to go. And basically these are their website links that you don't have to pay Google for. People like to click on these the most because, nobody likes to click on an ad, right? They see these, it's sponsored right here. They know that's an ad. They don't want to click on that. So they go down here and look at these websites. So we can see here some of the Dallas area competitors, right? Like Sunrun, DFW Solar Electric. And if we scroll down here, I don't see Rise Power anywhere, right? So I haven't seen it. Yeah, now we're on to towards the end of the second page of Google. And realistically, people don't go this far when they're looking for a service like solar panels. They're going to click on these top 2 or 3 listings right here. So what that means is that for all the people searching stuff like Solar Panels Dallas, they're not going to be finding your website. You're going to find these guys. And you might ask, well, how many people is that really? And we can go over and look at this tool I use called Ahrefs. And it gives me search engine data. If we look over here, here's that keyword we found, Solar Panels Dallas. And Ahrefs tells us that it gets 1,100 searches every single month. If you go down this list, you got another 800, another 500, right? There's thousands of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area searching for a service that Rise Power provides. But if you're not coming up in those search results, they're never going to find you. Okay, so let's take a look at the keywords you do come up for. And so here we search Rise Power Energy, and here's your keywords. I'll just sort by your position. Okay, so you're coming up towards the top for a bunch of keywords, but as you can see, they all have your business name in them. So that's a good thing, but what it means is that the people looking for this already know about you. They're already a potential customer. They're already a lead. If you want new leads, you got to target things like Solar Panels Dallas, where people are just looking for any company. They don't know what's best, and if they see you at the top, they're going to think you're the best. So we can look at your competitor, DFW Solar Electric. I just chose them because they were near the top. And we can see they're coming up in the top couple positions for all these keywords, right? Look how many these get, 700 for each of these. So they have thousands of searches every month where they're coming up right at the top of Google. I'm just looking at this top one, you see they're in the 4th position, but actually if we take a look closer, they're really in 2nd place because the top spot goes to the maps and the 2nd spot is like related questions. So then we got Sunrun and DFW. Those are the top two organic rankings. So how can you get in that top spot and take it away from DFW to get all that customer traffic? That's going to come back to those 3 strategies I mentioned at the start of the video. Finally get into those. So the first of those is going to be the content on your website. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about what Google wants to see in terms of content. And that's going to be about 1,500 to 2,000 words that use those keywords you're targeting, like solar panels Dallas. So if we look at risepower.energy, we can scroll down and the website looks really professional, but we're at the bottom and you probably have like 200-300 words on here. So it's a good start, but not quite what Google is looking for. And if we look at your competitor, DFW, we'll scroll to the bottom here too, they only got a couple hundred as well. So that's a good thing. That just means that just by adding those bare minimum 1,500 words that Google wants to see, we're going to beat them out in the content department for sure. Okay, let's move on to the second strategy. That's going to be what's called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google 2 things. Number 1, that you're a credible business, right? Other websites are talking about you, linking to your website. That makes you more credible in Google's eyes, and you're not just some random company. And then the other thing it does is tells them that you're relevant to what people are looking for. Okay, so we can see you have 30 backlinks right here. And if we look at DFW Solar, they have 105 backlinks. So that might help explain why they're beating you out in the search results, even though they don't have that much more content than you. So what we can do is we can go in here, we can go through every single one of these backlinks. We can go to this website and get you a link from that site. And then on top of that, we'll just go ahead and add 100 more backlinks so that we're not just matching DFW, but we're blowing them out of the water. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is going to be the Google Map Pack. And that's this section here. I'm sure you've seen it a million times. Search something on Google, and this little map pops up, and we got 3 featured businesses right here. So it's going to be really important to get into these top 3 featured businesses because they actually take almost 30 to 40% of the website traffic that comes from searches like this. So how can we get in these top 3? There's going to be a couple things we can do there. First, it's going to be what's called citations. So a citation is kind of like a backlink, but instead of going to your website, it links to your Google Maps listing, right? So then we can basically take a look at what this top guy right here has, and we'll just match him, double what the number of citations he's got. And then on top of that, we can go through all the fields that Google allows you to fill out on your Google Maps listing, and we'll do those in an optimal way that Google wants to see. We can do the same thing with your images. We can optimize those so that people are going to be able to find you easier. That's what Google wants, right? And that is going to help you get into these top 3 spots. All right, guys, so those are the 3 things I wanted to mention. It's going to be the content on your website, 1,500, 2,000 words. It's going to be the backlinks, right? We want to match your competitor. And then we want to blow them out of the water by adding 100 more on top of whatever they have. And finally, we want to get you in the top 3 spots in that Google Map Pack so you can take advantage of that extra traffic. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. If it was, then just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching, and we can talk about what comes next. All right, guys, thanks. Have a good one.